My name is Bryant Fitts, and I'm an attorney, and I'm here today to talk about how you get paid overtime. In the United States, it's very simple. Typically, if you work more than 40 hours a week, with a few exceptions, if you work more than 40 hours a week, you must be paid time and a half or overtime. Now, there are very few exceptions to this rule. Those exceptions are if you're a manager or if you're a professional. Professionals are typically doctors and lawyers, and managers are people who have the ability to make a judgment call on behalf of the business enterprise. There are a lot of managers that are called managers that don't really have the ability to make the judgment call decisions, and that's very typical in the retail setting where you have a manager of a fast food restaurant or the manager of a retail establishment or some sort of retail store where, yeah, sure, they're the manager, but they don't have the ability to make any sort of judgment call. And in the event they do need to make a judgment call, they have to call their manager. So that person, although they're titled as a manager, they're not really a manager. So in the United States, if you want to get paid overtime, you need to work over 40 hours a week and not be a manager and not be a professional. Now, there's some people who are working in excess of 40 hours a week, and their employers have done certain tricks to make it to where they're not eligible for overtime. Typically, those tricks are simply just tricks, and if they're ever held accountable for what they're doing, the employee will be responsible, or the employee will be entitled to their overtime pay. If an employee makes a claim for unpaid overtime wages, they're entitled to their back pay, which is the unpaid overtime. They're also entitled to penalties, and they're also entitled to interest. And finally, the employer must pay their attorney's fees. The federal government has set the rules up this way to encourage employees to stand up for their rights and for their wages. So if you've been working more than 40 hours a week and not getting paid overtime, you need to contact a lawyer immediately to understand if your situation may be an overtime situation. You can contact us at 1-800-99-FITS, or you can contact us using our website. And if you have any general questions on how to get paid overtime, you can post them in the comments section below.